It's your live. Give me.
Okay, hi.
Your
Oh,
live.
this is what I want. My glovies.
So say hello.
Hello, everybody. Let's try some of these eggs here.
Egg with a cheese.
Egg with the cheese, maybe a little bit of eggplant.
Uh, that is a vegetable of kare kare. It's just happen I don't know why it maybe the peanut with the iron pan
Uh-huh.
when it's mixture it become
Kind
color
of
like
broke, but I
that.
like the
Yeah.
flavor.
Wait, I will go to the
Masarap.
land. I need to pay the laundry.
One of the things that I've taught Jen to do, actually the first thing I pretty much teach everybody to do, is to develop a still mind. And a lot of people don't understand how to still their mind. And it's really a mindset that is cultivated, and it begins with, I found for myself, breath work. Because when you're breathing, you can actually feel your breathing. And when you're focused on breathing, then you don't focus on the thoughts in your head. And the more you practice, the meditative mind states, the better you're going to get if you've been able to develop the still mind first. And then, of course, if you learn to develop a still mind, first you have to develop it and experience it to know what it's like. So just a couple minutes each day, just mindfully cultivate that still mind. Oh, hi, Josh. And hi, Spacey T. It's this is a holiday here in the Philippines. They celebrate Saint John the Baptist. So I don't know what his thing was. They go around hosing everybody down with water. But all of the little towns, the barangays, they host the event where you just go house to house and you sample everybody's food and stuff. So a lot of neighbors come around, friends and family. This is a vegetable dish made with green beans, onions, the water spinach, eggplants. Jen used the peanut butter that she got from her friend. I love that peanut butter. It's just a natural. They take roasted peanuts and grind them up. Some of it they add sugar to. We get the non-sugar added one. It's about half the price of the peanut butter that you get in the store. So the beauty of creating the still mind is you can always, if you practiced and then something triggers you, politics, religion, toxic people, whatever, you can always anchor yourself to that still mind by breathing. You see, when you're upset, your breathing becomes shallow. And this is going to stimulate your nervous system's already been triggered. So then your breathing becomes shallow, which further reinforces that negative feedback loop. So if you're in a panic or embarrassed or angry or whatever, you can, your breathing typically becomes shallow. You're having a lot of cortisol being produced. You're not experiencing dopamine. So the way you break free from it is breathing. Breathing will calm your mind. Hello, Josh. Breathing calms the emotional mind because you're stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system with deep breathing. Because the parasympathetic nervous system is the feed or breed nervous system, and it doesn't. Whenever you're in feed or breed, whenever you're thinking of anything pleasurable or sexual or food, you're not you can't be in that freeze, fight, or flight mode. That's why breathing works.
I'm sorry.
Jen does this up so many times every year. You've cooked for over 100 people, haven't you, baby?
Yeah. More than 100.
More than 100. It's exhausting.
Yeah, maybe now it's hard for me. It's already tiring.
Well, I can tell you, baby, you've outdone yourself again. This is fantastic. Jen is a people-pleasing person, which that is the kind of thing that can really drain you of your energy. Creates a lot of anxiety. I think when people are people pleasers, they have the expectation that people will be pleased, and a lot of people just are never pleased. And if you practice your breathing, then you can do it when you become discombobulated. This is common here in the Philippines, where a lot of the Filipino people, they're so focused on their culture, and they have a fiesta culture. So they're always looking forward to one party after another, but there are people who do a lot of work to prepare for these festivities, and for a lot of people, it can be financially draining. It's funny, there's pretty good contingencies of people here in the Philippines who are religious, and a lot of these practices like the Iglesia and the Christios and the Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't really celebrate birthdays or holidays. Which is, to say the least, a little bit morally deflating. Wow, this is good. This peanutty sauce here, it's kind of like a Thai thing. I love Thai food. I love Filipino food though. These are the vegetables from the kari, and in kari they use like the pork lechon and mix it with a lot of vegetables and put in that peanut sauce. So I'm a no-carb person, so on things like this chicken adobo, Jen never puts any sugars or flours in it. No starch. And so some of the Filipinos don't consider this really a true chicken adobo, but I think it's amazing. She uses the the vegetables in there and stuff, and the onions, and she's got a little pineapple in this one. Soy sauce, of course. My kitties are going to love me. They love this chicken. So yeah, the still calm mind must precede any kind of a learning mind. So that's the first mindset to develop. And it should be taught in the grade schools. But in fact, most schools are promoting ego identification. The schools, the religions, and of course ego identification, you get that little voice inside your head. It's mostly negative. So then you get these wandering, recurring, these ruminating thoughts, and they're usually negative. So you get a negative thought, you get a meaning attached to it, you get emotion, you get emotional, and it reinforces the meaning and creates more thoughts that are negative, because you're identifying with the ego. And when you do that, your ego is never wrong. one of the things that the still mind allows you to do is to examine your own thoughts, beliefs, to see whether your emotions are really valid. It's been about 45 hours since I had my last meal. And I don't know, tomorrow I might do intermittent fasting. We'll see. Or an alternate day fast. I usually alternate day fast at least once a week. I've been doing that for years. However, this year I decided to get really serious about it. So yesterday's alternate day fast was my 124th day of alternate day fasting this year. I did earlier this year 100 days straight of alternate day fasting with a couple of 2-day fasts in there, which meant that I didn't eat for almost 70 hours. And yeah, it's not too bad when you're used to fasting. And of course, those of you who watch our YouTube channel know that I've been fasting ever since I was a kid, but for the last 19 years, you know, right after I found out I had that I had type 2 diabetes. Yeah, my blood sugars were over 500, off the chart. They were, my hemoglobin A1C was 12.5. I weighed 306 pounds. Today I weigh an average of I weigh between about 155, 158 pounds consistently. And I've done so for the past 16 years.
Oh, hi, I'm leaving.
Where are you going, baby?
I have too much invitation. You know, when you get popular, you get too much invitation.
She's popular young lady.
Let me say hi to them. Hello, everyone. Tired and sleepy, but I still need to wake up and
She's got to go out and visit these houses
yeah.
because they've all been preparing food. Now, you did the little dance this morning, yeah?
Yeah, I'm street dance. Bye for now. I'll leave you with Mr. Day. The kids will bring you the saba. And if you're done, just let the children get their food, okay?
Okay. But I love this fiesta culture here in the Philippines. Because for us, it's just pretty much fiesta day every day anyways. Since our life is centered around food and staying active and exercises and, you know, keeping clean and well groomed, relationships. We don't have really a lot of external desires. And we've got a lot of nice stuff. We got our TV in our little room here, and our family, and we got a place to stay clean. A lot of friends. Friendships, huge. Got a lot of people with a lot of knowledge here too. We hang out with a lot of pretty smart people. In Jen's group, they're mostly focused on, staying fit and healthy with diet and exercise. Me and the other expats here, and there's about a dozen of us, we're learning Tagalog and shooting the bull and exercising, going for our walks every day and trying to stay healthy. Enjoying life here in the Philippines. The group I hang out with here, these guys are really, really concerned about their partners and the quality of life here in the Philippines, and they're just a bunch of really nice people, very generous, always helping out, and that makes life fun. And there's always somebody who needs help. Even people who are kind of, especially people who are kind of, introverted. Getting out with a group, chit-chatting, helping out other people, making the world a little better place, it's fun. It makes you really feel good about your life. I'm going to finish up this chicken, I think, and this egg. Wow. Got to slow down. So all told, I'll probably eat, pretty close to 3,500, 4,000 calories today, which is typical for me. Mostly meats and fats. It's a diet that works well for me and Jen, and for those of you out there who are more vegetarian, I'm sure you can find something that works well for you. I know there's a lot of healthy vegetarians in the world. For me, I had to cut the carbs out of my life, and Jen really never really liked the sweets. And even when she eats the sweets, she doesn't eat that much. It's sort of a, a Japanese culture type thing that we live. as far as our food intake and our exercise. We just stay active and eat healthy. And it's a cultural thing. It's not genetic. Because they say that about 66% of Americans are overweight, and the same goes true in England. And it's getting pretty pervasive throughout the world, and it's because of all the junk food that people are eating. The processed foods, the cereals. It's just not natural foods. And they found that when the Japanese go to America or to England, other countries where they're eating a lot of junk food, they get fat. But in Japan, I think their obesity percentage or overweight people is 4% compared to 66% in the U.S. and England. It's like, wow, that's not genetic. Oh. So I'm pretty much done. I'm going to take a spoon for this.
Going out na.
Olive bulbs too.
It.
So yeah, I've kind of got that Michael Jordan attitude. When I lived in the U.S., they told me I couldn't, so I did. And that was the attitude Michael Jordan took on. I think he couldn't make the cut on his high school basketball team. They said, "You're no good." Same thing with Oprah Winfrey when she got her job as a newscaster. "You're no good." "Oh, really? Let me show you." So what have I done? Well, I lost half my body weight. I've kept it off for over 16 years now. I've cured my type 2 diabetes, just going on the carnivore keto diet and intermittent fasting. It all happened because I was able to create a still mind. Because everything, whenever I get upset, everybody gets upset for one reason or another. There's a million things out there that are going to upset you. But if you learn to control your mind by just relaxing and breathing, you can step away from all that garbage in the world. And you know what? That garbage is still there, but you're nice and calm. And that is a superpower. So I recommend for everybody, hey, this is what the Buddhists do all the time. They sit around developing this superpower, just the calm mind. That's happiness for them, calm mind. For me, I'm more ambitious, a little bit more curious about the world, and so I'm good at creating new things and new ways of doing things, but I'm also really good at learning how to do them. And I'm going to pass my learning on to you like I have with my family, and I'm going to keep doing this myself because this is what I enjoy doing. Excuse me while I go get some peanut butter for my sabah. Well, my goodness, guys, I think I've eaten up all my natural peanut butter, so I'll go with this one here, which is, it's not bad. It's an okay peanut butter. It's this Lily's Light. It's got less sugar in it. They do add some oils to it and such, but in a pinch, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, we'll add some of this delicious peanut butter here to my bananas. I'll let that melt. We'll give it a nice coating. And then we're just going to keep doing these YouTube videos until we get to a point where Jen and I are actually making an income on this thing. It might take us a year or two to kind of really get going and making any kind of an income. We've been doing this now seriously for about 2.5 years. It'll be 3 years here this November. So we started November of 2022. Now, we were doing YouTubes before that, which if any of you people are out there who are thinking about making a YouTube career, start now. Just put up a video once a month or something like that. Do something that's fun, and then find out what your little niche is, and then just start doing that. So for Jen and myself, it's a lot of these mukbangs. It's a lot of talking about our philosophy. It's teaching the yoga and the fitness. And we're going to continue doing that forever because it's easy and it's fun. And who knows, maybe we'll even start to generate a little bit of money off this. And if we get a big donor, well, we're going to build yoga studios, and I'm going to be, teaching more on the benefits of our philosophy, which is our twist on secular Buddhism, which is the belief that life is not necessarily suffering. That dukkha doesn't mean suffering; it means dysregulated. Because we found that when you view your mind or your brain actually as dysregulated, then you can figure out why it's dysregulated and calm it down. You can always calm your brain down if you learn how to meditate. Fire. Okay, guys. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to save. Oops. I am going to save those sabah for later. Oh, here I am. Turn it. Flip the screen. There I am. Interesting. Okay, wow. Quite a few people watching. Hello. So thank you all so much for watching. Of course, Jen and I are going to be trying to put up at least one video a day, if not more, and we'll always be, trying to help you guys achieve a better life. So, namaste.